Yo, what is going on, everybody? K-Man Jack back for another album reaction / review, and we are back live from the studio. Yo, hopefully y'all are having a awesome week. Pretty excited for this album reaction this week. This is an artist that is well loved, well, a band, a group that is well loved, made incredible waves during the late 70s and early 80s. Fleetwood Mac are a group that have been well loved, and even to this day. Now, there are a bunch of songs by Fleetwood Mac that I know, and a lot of people do know. We've heard their songs on the radio. We've heard their songs in movies, TV. Fleetwood Mac really have placed themselves in music history. Now, Rumours is their huge album from the late 70s. This is a huge album. I don't know the kind of concepts behind the scenes. I know there were certain things that were happening behind the scenes with this band. In the comments down below, you guys will probably be able to let me know a bit more about the making of this album and a little bit more about Fleetwood Mac. I'd love to hear some more info about the band themselves. Now, Rumours, there are going to be songs that I do know on this project. There are going to be songs that I don't. So I'm really excited to kind of go through it and actually sit down and properly check it out for the first time. This is a huge album in terms of music history. The amount of sales it still has to this day, and it'll probably continue for the rest of time, likely. This is Fleetwood Mac, Rumours. I like how free-flowing and kind of fun this song sounds so far. The electric in the back there. Secondhand News was a fun intro to this album. What I noticed off the bat was there wasn't a huge amount of instrumentation. That song still felt slightly stripped back in nature because the use of sounds was very effective. They tended to only, kind of make noise or use a guitar or use a different piece of instrumentation when it felt necessary. I liked when the bass line came in, kind of drove the song a bit. We heard some kind of electric guitar at times. We heard that guitar solo at the end there. We heard like the layering with the main male vocalist and then Stevie Nicks on kind of like behind that vocal, so layered there as well. Secondhand News talking about perhaps someone feels like they're just secondhand news to this person rather than being the main headline. This person feels like they're just the article that kind of happens at the end of the news. Dreams. Oh yeah, man. We all know this one. I just love how the instrumentation is just so warm on this song. That guitar is great. That's really nice layering there, really subtle harmonies. I like that. I haven't really taken note of that before. That's really good. Fantastic harmonies, man. atmospheric song can really just transport you. It feels very wavy, just like the song title Dreams. It feels like you're in a dreamlike state throughout this song. Even just that hi-hat action is just smooth, it's tight. Can't get over those harmonies. I can't believe it's taken me so long to really... I've heard this song so many times, but I'm only really hearing just how impactful those harmonies are to the chorus or the pre-chorus. There's a really soft synth that's playing in the background. It's really subtle. But just goes back to my point that there is really, really solid pieces of instrumentation sprinkled throughout this song that really make it what it is. So really kind of focusing in on these first two tracks. Secondhand News I never heard before, but Dreams I have heard quite a few times. I still remember that guy drinking the cranberry juice on the skateboard. Like when trying to make music, often we can just try to fill it with so many sounds because we don't like any empty space. It's hard to deal with empty space. But songs like this and artists like Fleetwood Mac are able to showcase that you don't need to have every single sound under the sun playing at the same time layered under each other to kind of create a cohesive sound. Space is good, just effective use of instrumentation. And I think that song is a real classic for a reason. It's beautiful, it's fantastic, she sounds great, but all of the instrumentation makes up so much of that song as well. And in combination with Stevie's voice, it truly is a classic piece that will stand forever. Never going back again. That's a short one here.
She broke down and let me in. Been down one time, been down two times, never going back again. To win.
Three things that really stood out for that on that song for me was the really strong guitar use. I thought it was kind of plucky, very kind of, and moved with the song really well. Secondly, the harmonies once again. There was a couple times. Not every line had a harmony to it, but when there was harmonies, it was effective. It was great. Even the outro there kind of played itself out with the harmonies. And then finally, his voice was strong enough to really carry that song. I felt like he just had like that real kind of, it didn't seem like there was many effects on his voice, just really natural, and I like that. Yeah, I think I know this one too. Again, Fleetwood Mac have just hits upon hits. I like how swoony the piano is, like it's real kind of like... I didn't really know that Fleetwood Mac sung this song, to be honest, though.
Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone.
Oh, how's a nice combo with the piano and that electric guitar solo here. I like kind of that kind of echo effect on this last chorus. Understandably so, that is another hit. Big takeaways there. Piano, just champion of that song. I loved how kind of energetic it was. Really bouncy piano. I felt like it was all over the keys. He gave that song the energy it needed in combination with that piano. I liked how effective the use of the guitar was. The electric guitar came in and out, had a bit of a guitar solo as well. Just another pop hit. See, man, they just go from hit to hit, really.
Loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can I ever change things that I feel? You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. Tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, checking up, so you wanna do. Open up, everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day.
Oh, that bass guitar is so good, man.
Go your own way.
I just love and listen to that bass guitar between the lines.
Lonely day, another lonely day.
Jeez, that is a good song, isn't it? Far out. I think Jeep have been running a variation of an ad over the last, probably it feels like my whole life, because every single time I hear that song, it reminds me of the Jeep ad. But with the Jeep ad, you only kind of get the chorus, so it was kind of nice to actually put headphones on properly for the first time and hear this song in its full glory. Quite often there are songs, and I mentioned this way back when I checked out my Oasis reaction. You can sit down, you can hear these songs that you know, or you think you know, and then you properly like sit down, focus in on the instrumentation, actually sit and focus completely on that song rather it being in a film or an ad. You're actually focusing on the song rather than the media behind the song. You kind of get a lot more out of it when you know, like this song like Dreams, I was able to focus on the harmonies that I never really taken into account. This one here, just how good that bass line was between the lines. Oh my gosh, it's so subtle, but it's so dang good. That one was a little bit of a fuller mix for Fleetwood Mac standard compared to what we've heard. But again, just they know how to use the right sounds at the right time. And I think it's such a complicated task. For hits like this, bands don't get enough credit for utilizing that space as well as they have here. Oh, a bit more of a ballad piece here. Okay.
For you, there'll be no more crying. For you, the sun will be shining, and the songbirds are singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. And I wish you all love in the world. But most of all, I wish it from myself.
Songbird was a really beautiful song, a really passionate ballad there. Her vocals were just really warm, really crisp. It was mixed really nicely. Yeah, that song gets you right in your feels, you know, nice love song, nice beautiful love song. Now this is probably my favorite Fleetwood Mac song. I've heard this one a fair bit. I've listened to this song by itself a fair bit throughout my life.
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me
I like that bass. That harmony there is good. Just great, man. Just great. How good is that, though? Everything that I've said so far in this reaction really stands with that song. Just amazing use of instrumentation. What I'm realizing on this album is just how unreal the bass guitar has been used. The bassist has just been killing it this album. I tell you, just that little stripped down section with the bass guitar, so hard hitting. You feel that rise is really natural, really well done. Just an emotional plea between two lovers, just a really fantastic song. And for me, that is my favorite Fleetwood Mac song. In the comments below, let me know your favorite Fleetwood Mac song. I'd love to hear a little bit more about you guys' thoughts down below. That is good. Oh, that is warm. Oh, it's good. It's a bit funky, it's got that real kind of just. great song. Man, that was a beautiful song. That was a great song. I love the chorus. Just so I don't know. It was just a really smooth chorus. It really hooks you in. I think it's probably her vocal kind of ad libs mid chorus that just hook you. And I just loved it. It was very warm, catchy, nice, really nice from a lyric point of view. You make love and fun. I didn't believe in miracles, but maybe now I do. I didn't believe in magic. I wonder why I didn't. Just a really great piece.
I don't wanna know the reasons why I love you. Right on walking on down the line. I don't wanna stand between you and love, honey. I just want you to feel fine. Finally, baby, the truth has come down. Take a listen to your spirit. It's crying out loud. I don't wanna know the reasons why I love you. Right on walking on down the line. I don't wanna stand between you and love, honey. I just want you to feel fine. Trying to survive. Oh, you say you love me, but you don't know. You got me rocking and reeling, hanging on to you.
That was a nice song. Didn't really hook me like some of the rest of the tracks that we've heard so far. Kind of dancey, I can imagine, kind of rocking out at like you got a live band playing this song. I imagine there are a multitude of Fleetwood Mac cover bands, and rightfully so, they would be a fantastic band to cover. Didn't really hook me from an instrument point of view. Ooh, are we going to go for an acoustic ballad now? We've had the piano one, Songbird.
Oh, Daddy, you know you make me cry. How can you love me? I don't understand why. Oh, Daddy, you soothe me with your smile.
Look at that bass guitar back, man. It's taking its claim.
In my life. Oh, Daddy, if I could make you see, if there's been a fool around, it's got to be me. I'm so weak, but you're so strong. Everything you do is just alright, and I can't walk away from you, baby, if I try.
Whoa. Got a bit of The Last of Us, the Last of Us soundtrack. It's a bit like this, which I liked. A lot of plucking, very moody sounds in this song.
Yes, it's got to be me. Yes, it's got to be me. Yes, it's got to be me.
That song was super moody, just really took you right into that kind of that isolated space that the song I think was intending to bring you to. And also like on a lot of I think when the second verse came in, we heard like everything. We got to hear a bit of everything. We heard the acoustic guitar strumming. We heard the bass guitar in the back. We heard some off key random synths that played at varying points. We heard harmonies. Just that was like just the complete Fleetwood Mac package there, where it had all of their sounds just used so nicely.
Rock on, gold dust woman. Take your silver spoon, dig your grave. Wake up in the morning, see your sunrise, loves to go down.
That was an incredibly atmospheric way to close Rumours. Gold Dust Woman had a lot of space, one of the longest songs on this album. What we've got, I think, is we've got some really great pop tracks, and we've got some really moody songs towards the end of this album here, which have really just shows their versatility. I'm not surprised that this band has multiple bags, multiple different lanes that they can go into. And that song kind of proved it there. Her voice carried the song in a really impactful way. I think she kind of created that scene for us to fall into. You don't need to go above and beyond to make a song sound complete. I think sometimes less is more. And in a lot of the cases here, a bunch of these songs just use the right amount of instrumentation and some of the melodies and some of the just beautiful melodies. And I definitely will return to this album. You know, I think it was important to go through more than just their kind of hits that we hear every single, ad or, stuff like that. It was important to kind of dive into more of their stuff. But it would be interesting to check out more of their earlier work or their later work. I'm not quite sure where Rumours sits in their discography, but just a really fun album to sit down and listen to. It's 40 minutes. It's tight. It's got enough substance that you can kind of sit down and actually enjoy the full project and its scope without it feeling too long or too short. It's just that right length, I think, for this type of album. It provides a little something for everyone. Each of the songs do stand out to me. The only one that didn't really hook me was I Don't Want to Know. Let me know down below, guys, what you think of this album. Again, I mentioned it a bit earlier, but what is your favorite Fleetwood Mac song? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear more about this band. Give me some more info. I'd love to kind of wrap myself into this album for this week and just kind of engage with you guys here. If you enjoy what you see and want to see more, hit the subscribe button and join the community. And this was Rumours by Fleetwood Mac. My name is Caveman Jack. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. Take care, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Cheers.